Johnson, attack that boom cannon. That's some good attacking, Johnson. Boom.
Boom Beach.
What's going on, everybody? This is the TheGameHuntah channel with another episode of Boom Beach. Yes, I was taking a couple of days off from Boom Beach, but for the good reason. I was working really hard in order to achieve Headquarter 18. Yes, because little by little, moving forward, I know a lot of my followers, they keep asking or putting in the commentary section like, oh, well, you're still like a low-level player. Well, you know what? I'm going to get there, man, okay? Just be patient. Little by little, we're going to get there. We're going to start doing some really massive, monstrous attack, okay? Right now, I'm level 18, so I finally have the Scorcher, which we're not going to show in this episode, unfortunately, because I need to upgrade my landing craft to level 17. Right? Level 16, yeah, but level 17, we're going to be able to put one of the Scorchers in there. So this bad boy is going to need to wait one more episode. In the meantime, I'm going to show you a couple of attacks with tanks, okay? High-level tanks. I've been upgrading my tanks as much as possible. So let's see those babies rolling, because I'm trying to get really good with tanks, trying to master the attacks with tanks. So I'm going to share some of my strategies in this episode, how to approach to a base with a lot of boom cannons and stuff like that, and using tanks, grenadiers, and medics. All right, so let's take a look, because I did a bunch of attacks in order to get enough resources to start upgrading my landing craft, and I'm gonna share those with you. You guys ready? Let's roll. All right, it's super important to identify right away where are the boom cannons, where is the shock launcher, where are the regular cannons. Right, we're gonna start attacking with a barrage, the first boom cannon on top of the base. Now we're gonna start deploying our troops, because we're still out of range of the shock launcher. Shock launcher is the second target, because remember, if we can't move, we can't attack, and we can't destroy things. And the tanks are so slow that it's completely necessary to bring down the shock launcher. The boom cannon on top is also down, so we have only two big boom cannons guarding this base. We're gonna try to flank little by little, trying to stay away from the middle of the base. There's too many sniper towers, which can be also a problem. But in the meantime, with all the energy that we're getting, we're gonna start attacking the rest of the boom cannons, right? Another boom cannon is down. We got one more left. The grenadiers are helping me big time in order to slow down and bring down those cannons, you see? Cannons are good against tanks, but not as good as the boom cannon. The boom cannon can bring down a tank in one go. At least we having medics, I can probably survive for a little bit longer. The last boom cannon is down with the last barrage. And things are gonna look a lot better now. We're gonna start attacking from behind. Grenadiers are taking care of the cannon. I know there is a rocket launcher attacking me, but that is not a big deal. We got medics in there, they can take care of the rest, and the tanks are gonna keep rolling. We're moving forward. Sniper tower is gonna go down, and we're gonna probably start attacking directly the headquarters. There is no reason for me to waste my time with a rocket launcher. Super important to identify which towers are the more deadly with the troops that you have, okay? When we play with warriors, or when we play with the Johnsons, it's super important to bring down the rocket launcher. In this case, boom cannons, shock launcher, regular cannons. And there you go. Base is going down. A lot of loot is coming this way. Oh yeah, baby. Total destruction. The whole idea is to command your troops on the battlefield the best way possible in order to get maximum loot. And this is the aftermath. Successful, 2 medals, 146,000 in gold, 192,000 in wood, 103,000 in stone, 66,000 in iron, and we did that with only tanks level 9, grenadiers level 1, and medics level 2. You guys ready? Let's go for the second attack. Alright, here we go, battle number 2. Looking for a lot of loot. We're gonna start this battle with a double barrage, one on top of the shock launcher, the other one on top of the boom cannon on top of the base. It's a cluster defense, so as you can see, I'm doing some decent damage to the other defensive buildings in the area. Boom cannon, goodbye. And shock launcher is probably gonna go down too, thanks to the artillery. With the rest of the energy, we're gonna start attacking the other boom cannon that is in front of the base, and after that is a piece of cake, because the other boom cannon is right in this area, which is actually not covering much. I can easily start attacking from this side, get plenty of energy, and bring down the headquarters without any issues. Troops are down, and here we go. Tanks are gonna start rolling. There are plenty of buildings in front that can provide me some free energy And again, having grenadiers supporting the tanks is awesome, because they can take care of the cannons in the meantime. We're gonna use a shock mine in here, shock grenade, because the cannon was too close. The sniper tower is also close, and I think it's time to get out of the middle of the base. Yes, let's get out of there, because there's some boom mines in there, and also some level or high level cannons also. So we need to avoid those buildings as much as possible. In the meantime, in this corner, which I know is not the best because the rocket launcher is hitting every single unit that I have, I'm moving forward. The medics are doing a good job. I'm using a medikit also to keep my troops alive, and my tanks are going to start rolling without any issue. Plenty of energy coming from the grenadiers. That is the other unit going to start upgrading really soon. I'm finishing with my tanks right now, and after that I'm going to start moving with the grenadiers, because the grenadiers are becoming one of my favorite units in the game. Super powerful. They're expert when you attack a cluster base with the buildings when they're all overlapping one to the other. If you have grenadiers, whoo, man, you are in business. All right, this base is gonna go down really soon. My tanks are getting more and more energy, and that is helping me to use some extra artillery to bring down the other more difficult defensive buildings in the area. Rocket launcher is still bothering me, but not so much. Right now we're completely out of range. The only defensive building that is protecting right now is the mortar, which is probably going to go down in a few seconds. That cannon might go down too, thanks to the grenadier, or I don't remember if I use an artillery. It's one or the other. In any case, we're going to speed up things just a little bit, because things are getting completely under control. The idea is to, if you maneuver your tanks accordingly, remember it's a really slow unit, so chances are that you can make mistakes, okay, with the flares. But if you master the flares and the tanks, oh my god, guys, you are in business. Second attack, successful. And this is the result of this attack. Another 45, which is a level higher than mine. 232,000 in gold, 137 in wood, 112 stone, and 81,000 in iron. Not too bad, and those are the resources that I need in order to keep upgrading my landing pad. You guys are ready? Let's go for the next attack. Here we go, attack number 3. Another cluster base, which is it's not a problem anymore. See, I use barrage, and all of a sudden those two boom cannons are gonna go down in a few seconds. I got plenty of energy in my gunboat right now, so I should be able to bring down the cannon, the other boom cannon is almost ready to go down. We're gonna use an artillery just in case. Boom, that's it. I think it's time to deploy our units. We're gonna speed up things a little bit because the tanks are super slow, but here we are. Grenadiers in front, taking care of the buildings in front, giving me some extra energy. And those builds are so close that the grenadiers are giving me so much energy for free. It's not even funny. So don't do that. Try to don't keep your buildings that close. If somebody attacking with grenadiers, trust me, they're gonna have a party. We're moving forward. Tanks are taking care of business. We're gonna move a little bit to the top of the base because there is a couple cannons in the middle and sniper towers that we need to avoid. In the meantime, our extra barrage. We get close to the rocket launcher. Rocket launcher is gonna go down in a few seconds. More and more energy. I don't think we haven't lost any unit. Probably one medic, I believe. Yeah, but the rest of the troops are keep moving forward. There you go. Sniper tower, you're gonna go down. We're getting really close to the headquarters, and then we use a shock right there to shut down that cannon, and the other cannon is gonna go down with a barrage. Simple as that. Super clean attack. Troops are moving just fine and taking care of business. I don't think we lost any troops. The medics are right there. Awesome. And the result of this attack is 300,000 in gold, 115 in wood, 93 in stone, and 30,000 in iron. Pretty good. Let's go for another attack. All right, here we go. Battle number 4. Another cluster base. High-level boom cannons. Okay. We have also a shock launcher in a decent level too. One of the boom cannons is down. Second barrage directed to the shock launcher. And in the meantime, well, now that those buildings are down, I can deploy my units in the bottom. Artillery, boom cannon down. Here we go. Gonna deploy our units. I made a little mistake in here. I should have probably hold the grenadiers a little bit because the grenadiers are way too fast compared with the tanks. So what happened? The grenadier got there before the tanks, and they start receiving damage from the rocket launcher, which is not good. But I have my medics, so in any case, they survive. That's not a big deal. But that is the typical little mistake that sometimes can determine the fate of a battle. Moving forward, trying to stay away from the middle. There is a laser beam right there. Rocket launcher is gonna go down. Now we're moving closer to the base. We shouldn't have any problems. We're gonna use another barrage to destroy the cannons that are on my way. And one more time, another clean attack. I don't think we lost any troops. It was a decent base in the corner, but like I mentioned before, if you plan your attack correctly, if you target the more important defensive building that are, of course, the worst adversary for your troops, you can take care of business without any issue. Another base down, and let's take a look to the loot. Their loot, 256 in gold, 239 in wood, 52 in stone, and 83,000 in iron. Not too bad. My tanks are rolling. Let's go for the last attack of this episode. Alright, let's go. Another interesting base. Shock launcher level 3, if I'm not wrong. I think it's level 2. Yeah, I think it's level 2. Barrage taking care of business one more time. If you put all those buildings together, I'm just gonna have some fun with energy. Just like that. Barrage in the second boom cannon. We got 2 more boom cannons, but we can probably avoid one of those. So we're gonna start attacking from the right side. Tanks are ready. Grenadiers are moving forward. Careful with those mines. Hopefully you won't be able to... Ouch! Okay, where's my medics? My medics are showing up at the last second. Thank you, guys. Thank you for participating in this one. Another big mistake in here. Grenadiers, careful. The sniper towers can take care of the grenadiers in 2 seconds. And that's exactly what is going on right now in the top or right side of the screen. Now, they start attacking the cannons, so that... I mean, the tanks, so that's probably better. In the meantime, we are moving forward with the tanks, taking care of everything. Medics are doing the best they can. Another unit that you have to upgrade. You're gonna use tanks, and medics is just an amazing combo. I cannot wait to use my Scorcher, which is gonna be part of the next episode. Also, I'm gonna be streaming live, probably as soon as I'm capable to deploy one of the Scorchers. Okay, I'm gonna do a live stream on Camco. Okay, so stay tuned. This is gonna be super fun. The attacks are getting more and more important and bigger, right? Now that I'm moving ahead in Boom Beach, upgrading my headquarters, upgrading my troops, I'm gonna show you a lot more strategy. This base is going down, baby. Successful. Tanks, grenadiers, medics, taking care of business. And at the end, we had 295,000 in gold, 145 wood, 46,000 in stone, 113 in iron. In this massacre around my island, because I need resources in order to upgrade my next building. Scorchers is next. You guys ready? I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.